All right, and we got another update for you, this time on the long awaited Rival Cartel update for Schedule 1. Schedule 1's Rival Cartel update has hit the beta branch of the Steam version. Here we go, version 0.4.0 open beta. Hey everyone, excited to announce that the Cartel update is now available to test on the beta branch. Very sorry that it took longer than expected. It's been a hectic month and I massively underestimated the amount of work required to get this update done. I've also been simultaneously working on getting the game ready for official Steam Deck support and console port later this year. So just before we get into all the things that were added into this, I just want to say, because I've seen this comment everywhere on my channel, on Tyler's X feed, on just everywhere that anyone mentions this game, people, y'all need to chill. Everybody's like rushing him, like, you said it was going to come out this day, and then it didn't come out. And I even saw some people going as far as saying, this update will never come out. He's been lying to us. He took his money and ran away. And y'all just need to chill the F out, dude. Like, it's one guy making the game. And I've heard people respond to that and say, well, he's made $10 million off this damn game. The least he could do is hire some helpers and all this kind of stuff. Do you like the game or not? Do you like the direction it's headed or not? Just let the man cook. You know what I'm saying? Just let him do his thing. Y'all got to give Tyler a break, man. Ain't trying to dick ride here. I'm just trying to say, like, y'all got to chill. Like, the internet is wild. And, but anyway, back to the post here. I do, it's crazy. He's working on Steam Deck support at the same time. I've said it before. I want the Steam Deck support. I don't care about the console stuff, but it'll accelerate the Steam Deck support aspect. And I always love to have a nice chill game to play while I'm laying in bed, and this would be one of them. If they could just get that Steam Deck controller working right, if they're going to have official support for that, then that just makes me happy right there. So happy to see that. I think people just need, from this first section, people just need to learn some patience. I think that'll go a long way. Anyway, let's look into some of the stuff that they added here. Added the Benzies family, a powerful rival cartel in Highland Point. You will first encounter them once you have unlocked a few customers in Westville. Interactions with them include cartel player-based deals while you're truced, ambushes, dealer robbings, dead drop theft, and cartel customer deals. So I'm avoiding playing any of the beta. I'm avoiding watching any of the beta. I want to get it when it's out of the beta and play it on the full release. You guys may feel differently, so feel free to correct me as you usually do on anything that I get wrong in these videos. But that all sounds awesome to me. Cartel player deals while truced. So I'm guessing there's like a status that you have with the cartels, whether or not you're on a truce or at war, and then maybe you can make deals with their dealers or whatever. Ambushes, them just jumping you randomly, that could be crazy. Dealer robbings, so I'm guessing like when you hire Molly or somebody like that, then they will get robbed while they're out doing some deals. That could be interesting. Dead drop theft is interesting to me too. I'm wondering how quickly they go, because you get a notification when your dead drops are dropped off. I'm wondering if it's just instantly stolen, or if there's like a timer, or like the longer you let it sit, the greater chance you have for it to be stolen, all that kind of stuff. I also wonder how that affects not just the dead drops, but when you like eventually you advance to a point where you can call them to meet you and they'll set up shop somewhere in town and you can go meet them there, if they'll use those as an opportunity to ambush you as well. So that's interesting. And then cartel customer deals as well. So a lot of different interactions there with the cartel. It seems to be even more expansive than I initially thought, which is great. Added the new purchasable property, Highland Manor. Keep in mind that the Benzies family storyline must be completed before this can be purchased. I am curious. I'm sure one of you guys knows this already, because it's been out for 2 days now, so I'm sure somebody's already done it. But I am curious as to whether or not you have to befriend them or you have to kill them. Like, can you make a choice one way or the other, or is only one of those paths lead you to the option to be able to get the house? Something I'm interested in exploring myself, so feel free not to spoil it. But if you want to tell the rest of everybody in the comments down below how that goes, let me know. Added a new vehicle, the Hotbox. Really, the van is the only vehicle that I've ever found worth buying. So okay, added the pump shotgun, shotgun shells. We saw that was coming. New hairstyles. We got the close buzz cut, the Tony hairstyle, the long slick back hairstyle. A couple commands here about gravity and set region unlock command. Okay, so a lot of stuff that I won't use. And added some more loading screen hints. Okay, so a lot of little tweaks and things there. Main thing, of course, being the Rival Cartel update coming through. Tweaks and improvement. Change how you unlock new region. Each region now has a cartel influence level associated with it. You must reduce this influence to a certain level before you can progress to the next region. Okay, so now it's not about I think before it was just unlocking everybody in the branch in the neighborhood, right? And then you eventually get a connection that opens up the other one. Now there's a cartel influence level that you have to go with. So again, I'm wondering if the game is pushing you towards warring with the cartel, or if there is a truce path, or where you guys can be allies. I wonder if that path is available. In multiplayer, you can now view the dialogue of other players talking. That's great. Deals are now canceled when the assigned dealer is dead or unconscious. Okay, I don't see why that wouldn't be different. Unconscious NPCs who drop into the ocean are now killed. I know that like I've fought police with bats and stuff, and they seem to be dead. Maybe they were just knocked out and I didn't know. Okay. Dead or unconscious NPCs can now be pickpocketed. Okay. You can now pickpocket police. I wonder what you could get off of them, if you can get other confiscated drugs or weapons, or is it just money? That's interesting. I don't really do a lot of pickpocketing in the game, but maybe that's something I should do more of. If you attack a customer, they will not order you for 72 hours. Never had the need to attack a customer. I've always kind of kept them pretty happy. But that's interesting little mechanic there. Tweaks the braking properties of all vehicles. That's good, because driving most vehicles is atrocious. Non-police NPCs can now use ranged weapons. So this tells me like the customers and other people on the street now are gonna be armed. Which is interesting. Police and NPC in combat will now sometimes predict future target position instead of pathing directly to the target. Interesting. So this is kind of good, because I've always found it super easy to run away from police. Like when I was doing my nightly routes and things, I would not go out of my way to avoid the police. I would just, if I needed to, I just run right by them, because I knew they can't catch me. Especially if where I'm going is far away, then I just know I can just outpace them, even on a simple skateboard. That it's just not worth going around. So if they have more predictive, if they can predict where I'm going a little bit better, I wonder if that carries over to, like, I understand like pathing on the ground is one thing, but I wonder if you like jump on a dumpster or jump on a fence or something like that, if that obstructs the AI's thinking about where you're going to go next. All interesting things that I'm sure people will experiment with. I know I will. Let me see. Tweaked flashlight brightness, never been a huge problem for me, and refactored a number of minor scripts. Okay. And then some bug fixes here, a whole bunch of stuff that they did here with that. That's all good. Thank you for your patience, for everyone. For future updates, I'm only going to announce a release date once I am certain that I will actually be able to deliver on time. I have been in a self-inflicted crunch for the past couple of weeks, which has probably compromised my productivity and motivation quite a bit. Going forward, I'm going to keep in mind that early access is a marathon, not a sprint. The final quality of the game is really what matters, and I intend to deliver that to the absolute best of my ability. Yeah, dude, take your time. Like, if I don't know that Tyler, he's probably watching a whole bunch of other shit right now, but if you were to watch this video, I would just say, dude, just take your time. Don't worry about this shit. And to everybody else, just chill the F out, dude. Like, so many people were beating him up about the deadline stuff. And, and like I said, there were even people going as far as to say it was never coming and he was scamming everybody and doing all this stuff, like shady crap behind the scenes. And listen, would I've liked to have more frequent communication about what was going on? Of course, because then I can make more videos like this about what's going on and you guys can watch more. So of course I would have liked that, but I had no doubt that this was going to come out. And I have no doubt that when it actually hits the main branch of the game and I actually play it myself, that I'm going to have a hell of a good time playing it. And I think everybody, like anybody who is really waiting on this thing, or I don't want to say like true fans or whatever, true believers or nothing like that, but any person with a reasonable perspective on this whole thing, I think, would have came to the same conclusion that this is going to be fine. Just wait. Yeah, it's not out when he said it was going to be out. Okay, whatever. He's got hundreds of thousands of people right now just yelling at him like, come on, get this thing out, get it out, get it out. Just give the man a minute. Just let the man cook. Like we said, just let the man cook. It's going to be great. I have no doubt it's going to be great. Have you guys played it already? Is it great? Am I just blowing smoke up the guy's ass for no reason? Y'all let me know what you think about it. Those of you who are playing it, those of you who are not playing it and waiting for it like me. What are you looking most forward to? What are your hopes for the game? What do you want to see? Let me know all that stuff down in the comments below. And as we get more updates, I'll be sure to share them. Thank you so much.